Coach Spyhalski at Cosens Martial Arts. I'm the head instructor in Saginaw. I have Coach Perde behind the camera, and Coach Decatur is off right now, okay? So this is our adults MMA class, all right? So this is workout number 6, all right? So we're gonna start off with a nice dynamic warm-up, okay? So we're gonna just start off with some jumping jacks, okay? We're gonna do 20 jumping jacks together, okay? This is gonna warm up all of our extremities, all right? Let's start it, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. All right, so we're gonna move on with some Tin Mans. Okay, so for Tin Mans, we wanna keep our legs straight. We're gonna have our arms up in front of us. We're gonna reach down, going across our body, touching the opposite leg, okay? Start off slow with these. That's how high you go, okay? Because these are dynamic warm-ups, it's very important that we work ourselves up to our maximum, okay? Trying to go at maximum level without being warmed up can cause muscle strains and muscle tears, all right? So, very important here. We're gonna start off nice and low. There we go. A little higher. Each time, go a little bit higher, okay? 10 on each leg. There we go, nice job. All right, last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some windmills. It's gonna help warm up our upper body, okay? So legs out, arms out, we're gonna reach down towards the opposite leg, okay? We're gonna do this 10 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our shadow boxing. Okay, so we have 2 combinations we're gonna work on today. Our first one is rear kick, hook, cross, hook. Okay, so right from your stance, okay, we're gonna start off with that rear kick. We're gonna throw that power out there first. All right, so 3 steps for our rear kick. Take your lead foot, step it off at an angle, okay? This opens up the hips so that when you come around with that rear kick, it's gonna have the power of your entire body behind it, especially your hips, okay? Next, we need a chamber, okay? You're gonna bring that leg up, point your knee towards your target, okay? This is just a very intermediate step. It's very quick. It's not something that's held, all right? Step, chamber, bring it out, snap it out as you bring the kick around, okay? One more time. Step, chamber, and kick. All right? So that's our rear kick. Then we're gonna follow it up with a hook, making sure that our fist stays up and down. This allows us to hit with these 2 knuckles. We rotate the front foot, we flare that heel up, keeping this nice and straight, parallel with the horizon, okay? All right, coming back with a cross. When we do our cross, just like we covered at our first lesson, making sure our thumb points down, making sure we flare up that back heel so we drive our hip and our shoulder into this motion, okay? So, all together, rear kick, hook, cross, hook. Again, rear kick, hook, cross, hook. Okay, let's see how smooth we can get it. Ready? Rear kick, hook, cross, hook. Okay, try and make that a smooth combination. Try and move around with it a little bit. Move around the room, okay? Throwing it back and forth. Try it on the opposite side even, okay? Starting with the opposite leg. Same idea applies. I open up this, boom, come back around, hook, cross, hook, okay? So we can do that from either side. Work with it a little bit. That's what shadow boxing is for, okay? Switching your stance up, moving around, getting the blood pumping, all right? The other combo we're gonna do for our shadow boxing, we're gonna do jab, hook, rear kick, okay? So that jab with that lead hand is gonna come back to our cheek and then come around for our hook, okay? So it's the same hand working twice in a row, following it up with that rear kick, okay? So, jab, hook, rear kick. Again, jab, hook, rear kick. Okay, try and make it a little smoother. Jab, hook, rear kick. One more time, jab, hook, rear kick. Okay, work that into your shadow boxing too. Jump back and forth, even try it with the other hand. Okay, working both sides, becoming better at ambidexterity. All right, we're gonna move on to some technique now. We're gonna work on a couple different kinds of blocks, okay? Some very basic blocks to make sure that we improve our technique for them. Because the most important thing you can do and take away from this is the self-defense aspect, okay? So we're gonna work on parrying and covering to make sure that not only do we know how to throw punches, we know how to stop them from hitting us, okay? So right from our stance, okay, a parry, we're just gonna use the palm of our hand. We're gonna push out, kind of like giving a high five, okay? Right from here, you're gonna push that high five to the side, away from you. So when somebody throws a straight punch at you, that gets pushed away. Well, all we have to do is clear it to the side of our shoulder, okay? Somebody attacks you, they attack in usually the center of you. They don't attack to the sides, okay? Nobody tries to punch you in the shoulder because the shoulder doesn't do too much to do damage to a person. It involves hitting somebody along the center. Somebody hits you in the nose, you'll know it. Eye, you know it. Teeth, chin, all of this right down the center. If they hit you in the rib cage, might knock the wind out of you. Hit you in the gut, knock the wind out of you. But they don't try and aim for over here. They'll come around the sides to try and hit you with the kidneys. We'll get back to that in a little bit, okay? So right from here, those jabs and crosses, we use our parries to push them away. A person's punch can be very quick, but it does not take a lot when something moves in a straight line to redirect the effort that's being pushed out. So that's why we use that parry to redirect off to the sides of our body, just past our own shoulder. That punch sails past harmlessly, and the opponent is going to be open because of it, okay? So for our parry, open the hand, push out each side, okay? The further you come across here, the less you have to work as it comes towards you, but the more direct that motion is coming across. You want to find a happy medium. If it's too far out straight in front of you, it's not going to do any good. If it's right here before you get to it, you're not going to have time to push it to the side. You need to find that middle spot, right in the middle for that parry, okay? For our covers, covers are more about trying to absorb a lot of the blow as opposed to taking it, because a hook comes in towards the side of our head, okay? So for a cover, I'm going to have my hands open. I'm going to bring my hand up, come across the side of my head, grab the back of my head, and tuck my elbow in towards my face. My forearm touches my face, okay? With this, if you want to get a little more advanced, go ahead and move along with it. Point that elbow across the body. The more you point that elbow, the more slide that you're going to provide when somebody tries to hit you with a hook. So by moving slightly to the side here, we're redirecting that force. If I stay straight up, I'm going to absorb all of it into my arm as opposed to coming across. Okay, so let's try some covers. Here, coming across. Coming across. There we go. Coming across. Same thing with the other hand, okay? Coming across. You got to twist those hips to move that across my body. Okay? Good. One more. All right, so move around, okay? Try and throw that in with your shadow boxing. We worked on some combos. Throw those covers and those parries in as you're moving around with those, okay? A little bit of imagination goes a long way, all right? When I was training, we did something called combinations where we just threw stuff together. With shadow boxing, we give you a chunk of moves that you can do in quick succession so that you become very quick at them. But at the same time, we have to be able to work our blocks in between it, okay? So it does require a little bit of imagination. All right, now we're gonna do work into some groundwork. All right, so for groundwork, you can grab yourself a cushion, you can grab yourself a nice large pillow, body pillow probably works pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna use my big bag right here. I'm gonna put this down right on the ground. Okay, right here, standing right over top of it, put my knees down, this puts us in mount position. Okay, now in jiu-jitsu, we worked earlier this week on mount position with our trap and roll, as well as our guillotine choke. Okay, so if we were on top, we had a choke that we could do. If we were stuck on the bottom, we need to get out of this. We've worked on that trap and roll before because that is an essential move. It's very important that we do not be trapped in this. And this exercise here, where we do this groundwork, is going to show you why. Okay, so we're going to work on 3 different types of techniques from this ground position. Okay, we're going to work on some hammer fists first. Okay, so for a hammer fist, you're going to just make a fist. you're going to use this portion of your hand right here. We're going to come down with it. Now, if I swing with just my hand, all I'm using is the weight that's in my arm, okay? So you're looking at 20 pounds max of pressure here just with the muscles, whereas I could use all of my frame, all of my power by making sure I emphasize my hips when I do all these ground motions, okay? So this, not gonna do much. I wanna use my hips. I wanna flex my hips up, so when I come down, I'm using my whole body to bring that hammer fist down in front of me, okay? So once again, I flex my hips forward as I bring this up, and that gives me maximum power as I drive my hips back and my fist down, okay? So right from here, practicing some hammer fist, use the other hand to hold down the shoulder, okay? Because when you flex up, you need to keep them down on the ground. This brief moment right here, you are vulnerable to being pushed and pulled in different directions. Keep the other hand down for this, okay? Exhale. Whenever you throw a motion, exhale as you throw it into the bag, okay? This motion here with my hips also compresses my chest. By giving a nice firm exhale, you can make any sound you want. Anything you can do to exhale and get air out of your lungs is going to help those muscles in your lungs, keeps you oxygenated, and you won't feel pressure in your chest when you're throwing these motions, okay? So right from here, throwing hammer fists. Switch hands, try the other side. Okay, so hammer fists are something that can be done. They have a lot of swing to them. Think like a fishing pole. That fishing pole moves like this, you get a long cast with it. The same thing happens with this hammer fist, and it extends out. We're going to move on to elbows though. Elbows are a little bit more contracted as opposed to something that swings way out here. I'm going to use my elbow, which is a lot closer to my body. But because of that, you have to remember that also the elbow is a lot harder than the fist, okay? Same idea applies. I want to keep that hand on that shoulder, okay? I'm going to make a blade with my hand to emphasize this muscle right here by my elbow. If I make a fist, this muscle right here sticks out. It covers up that bone. Now, if I want to hit somebody with something because I want to stop them, I'm not going to use something that's soft. You don't hit people with a stuffed animal. You hit them with a bat, okay? You hit them with something hard, okay? So from here, when we have a blade, this emphasizes this bone here, and I'm going to make sure I keep that blade when I drive in. So I'm going to bring my elbow up. My other hand stays here. I'm going to bring this across my body as I drive that elbow down, okay? I'm coming from a 12 o'clock position to a 6 o'clock position, okay? Up here, the higher I get that, the more I can emphasize my hips pulling back, driving that elbow downward, okay? Make sure you do this on both sides. Here, coming down, all right? Make sure you do 10 or so on each side. That's going to help work your core, your elbows, your hammer fists. Those are going to help you out. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to do some hooks from here as well, okay? So same idea applies, holding down with the hand on the shoulder. I'm going to come around the side, okay? I can use my hips the same way that I did before, pushing them forward. But this time, instead of coming straight down, I'm not trying to come straight down, I need to come to the side, okay? I'm trying to hit somebody on the side of the head with this. So as I come up, I'm looking down, I exhale, this comes around the side. Just like our standing hook, we want to use these two knuckles right here, okay? So up. Same thing on the other side. Okay? So make sure you're trying that on each side, okay? Now we're going to move into some conditioning. We're going to do jab cross with a burpee, okay? All right, so for what that looks like, right from here, I throw a jab, across, and then I'm going to shoot my legs behind me as I drop down. Here, behind, push up, and jump. Okay? So I'm going to do 10 of them here. Try and do 25 of them, 3 rounds each, okay? Ready? So, jab, cross, burpee. Jab, cross. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good workout, guys. Good workout. Okay. We're going to finish with a couple cool down exercises, okay? So from here, we're going to sit down, legs straight up in front of us. Okay? Reach down towards your toes. There you go. Okay, during this section, we're using our warmed up muscles and stretching them out. This is the best time to do a static stretch. Good. Okay, from here, bring one leg up, bring it over, reach across the body. You're going to twist your back. Okay, this is going to stretch out the sides right here and your lower back. Okay, turn around. Take nice deep breaths. Good. Other side, same thing, across the body. Right from here, use that to turn yourself. Nice work, nice work. Last one we're going to do a tricep stretch, okay? You can do this sitting or you can stand up, right from here. Reach up towards the ceiling, pull this back, grab your elbow, pull it back as far as you can. There you go, nice easy stretch. Just using our warmed up muscles. That's it. Almost there. And the other arm, legs again up, bring it back, grab hold, pull back. There you go. Nice, you should feel this right under here. Okay? And time. Great work today, everybody. Okay? So, we look forward to having you back in class, and we really hope you guys stay healthy and safe out there, okay? Have a great day.